island is that the land is up where they are, and the jails are secure. Don't worry about anybody getting out. Yes, we have. Yes, I don't know whether you have kids or not. Does anybody? Yeah, we have baby supplies, but no kids.
What's your biggest fear?
Well, the biggest fear is that people don't leave, and in retrospect, they should have. They call in an emergency, and some of our emergency workers lose their lives trying to save others needlessly. If people had done what we'd asked them to do originally, that wouldn't happen. There will always be emergencies, but there's no reason to create the conditions for emergencies when it's relatively easy to avoid them, and you have this kind of notice that we've given this time. Yes, sir.
With the anticipation of flooding and high winds in Manhattan, are there plans to close any of them?
There's no plans to close any of them at the moment. The only tunnel that's really relatively low is the ferry from Battery Tunnel, and we'll keep an eye on it. But the other tunnels should be all okay. It's dangerous, as I said, to drive when you have 50-mile-an-hour winds, particularly over a bridge. So you should, try to avoid it. The surges will be roughly midnight, and 12 hours later, and 12 hours later, and 12 hours later. The big surge will be tomorrow night. But when you go to bed tonight, if there's no water outside your building, that doesn't mean when you wake up there won't be, because we'll have a surge. Everybody, no matter what language they speak, keep in mind that neighbors can help each other, and if you speak Spanish and the person next door doesn't speak English, but you do, helping them with those things. So we do have to translate everything into Russian, Chinese, Spanish, from myriad languages. So and that we think will be okay with that. It is hard to get a message out. That's why we knock on every door. That's why we keep calling people. That's why we have the speakers, loudspeakers in police cars. Yes. We don't think there's any necessary need to do that. The surges are predicted to be 6, 8, 12 feet in different places. That is zone A. After that, the land really goes up pretty high. If you were to have a 30-foot surge, you'd have a very different case, but there's no prognosis, there's no indication that that's not what they're calling for at the moment. So let me just refresh everybody's memory. This is dangerous. If you live in Zone A, subways are going to stop at 7. Same thing, Long Island Railroad in North. Buses at 9. The elevators in public housing at 7. Please have to get out of your property, out of your house, and go to a shelter or go to friends. But it's dangerous to stay where you are. That's the reason we've called for this evacuation and signed a mandatory order. The police and fire and everybody else in the city, all the city workers will be there tomorrow morning to make sure that the city stays safe and we can provide the services that we need. Tomorrow, the forecasts are for a lot of rain and wind. But the danger that we're really talking about here is a surge, and that happens at the low-lying land, and also flying debris and that sort of thing, normal precautions that we've talked about before. Have your go bag, take the keys, take a little bit of money, take some identification, and if all else fails,